Why Clarksville, Montgomery County, Tennessee. Nearly a quarter of a million people already know this answer. And more are joining best place to live.
If Clarksville wasn't on your radar before, it should now. Money Magazine is naming it the number one city to live in America. Contributing factors are housing and a strong job market.
Many factors go into why Clarksville. Major industry. Military. Higher education. Locally owned businesses. Chain franchises. Corporations. Agriculture. A government that knows the people. Strong economic policies. And always something to do. Those who have made Clarksville, Montgomery their home, love their community. Fort Campbell is a key to the area's growth, and their residents take enormous pride in their service members and veterans. At the same time, newcomers are now streaming in from Nashville and other metropolitans of America. People want to stay here, invest their money here, and be entertained here. New housing and schools are being built. More and more infrastructure grows as city, county, and state roads adapt to Tennessee's top spot. New people, new energy. So again, why? Why Clarksville, Montgomery County, Tennessee? Because Clarksville, the best is yet to come. Yes. Whew. Good morning. I'm Joe Padula, and this is the local news you need to know. That's right. Hey, make sure to hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channels, and definitely comment with your thoughts. And hey, if you're on Facebook, you want to send some stars, go for it. Hanging out with us today, Mary Beth. What's up, Mary Beth?
Hello.
Here, get right up on that microphone. Yeah.
Hello.
There she is.
All right.
Mary Beth, you will soon be operating at the Oak Grove Gaming Casino Hotel.
That is correct.
Right. Fantastic.
Yes.
What department?
Food and beverage.
Food and beverage. They need you.
They do.
I love it over there. But yes, they definitely need you. What's up, Noah?
Not much.
Blue Cord Noah in the house.
That's right.
It's early, isn't it?
It's a little bit early, but it's a good start to the day.
You were in the Smoky Mountains this weekend.
I was, yeah.
Did you feed the bears?
I don't think I did. My trash cans had the cage around them, so I don't think they got much food.
Every time I go, I feed them.
You do? That's good.
They make for better pictures.
Exactly.
I don't understand what the big deal is.
Practically domesticated.
Yeah. I try to. I want to pet them.
There you go.
I want to pet the bears. Freedom, baby, freedom. All right. Well, let's get into some news here, my friends. All right, Clarksville. You had a shooting and one dead over at Dodge's Chicken over there on Fort Campbell Boulevard in Clarksville. You guys ever go to Dodge's?
No.
I do.
Yeah. They got chicken there.
They do.
They got very good chicken there.
Pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of other things too. and cheap gas. Not
It's
the cheapest,
Not
though.
the cheapest, but it's pretty cheap. So
Right.
You need some chicken and some cheap gas. It's the place to go.
Yeah, chicken and cheap gas. That should be their commercial.
Yeah.
Right. Let us know, Dodgers. We'll work on it. But yeah, so a shooting at a Clarksville gas station has turned deadly. So the man is shot at Dodgers, as we said earlier, on Fort Campbell Boulevard, just before 5 a.m. Saturday. That's pretty early.
Some early chicken.
Yeah. So the victim, 29-year-old Jarlin Corbin of Clarksville, died after being shot in the chest, according to the Clarksville Police Department. Damn. So due to the severity of the gunshot wound, Corbin went to Tenova Healthcare by ambulance rather than to Vanderbilt University Medical Center by life flight. Do you know, like, when you get life flighted or whatever,
Yes. What about it?
you have to pay.
Yes.
You or your insurance has to pay.
It's very expensive.
The bill. Even in the ambulance.
Yes.
Right. Did you ever have to do it?
No.
No. Thank God, right? So, two other police say were involved in the shooting. Two others, police say. Oh, okay. The sentencing is a little weird
Right.
here, Fox 17, WZTV. So, two others, police say, were involved in the, I don't mean to laugh, in the shooting. 28-year-old Malik Hamlin, 21-year-old Otis Barnes. Tell you what, why? It's over now. It's over them for now. Well, they showed up at Tenova, right? With gunshot wounds. Do you know what happens when you show up with gunshot wounds at Tenova?
It gets reported.
Yeah, they go like, hey, yes, hi, maybe it's more like this. Yes, hi. Yes, Tenova? Yeah, this is Tenova. Hi, police. Yes, two people who were shot are here. Right, yeah, we'll see in a bit. So that's what happens. But I don't know, you got to go get healed, right? So they have since been they treated at Vanderbilt University Medical Center, released and booked into the Montgomery County Jail for criminal homicide. Right. So there you go. Well, your life's over. Is this a Band-Aid or the world's smallest face mask? Right? And I'm so done with the face mask. I still and hey, if you want to wear it, go for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I still see people wearing it though.
I do too.
All right, what questions do we have about this? Mary Beth, what do you say?
Why?
Why? What do you
Why?
think? Do you think this was a robbery gone wrong? Because
Well,
if the guy who got shot, right? If the 29-year-old who died got
Right.
shot, and these two had to go to the hospital because they were shot. I don't know from this report if these two shot the guy or if someone working there shot
them.
these guys.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And of course, who shot first?
Yeah, who shot
We
first?
don't know. Maybe they were just defending themselves.
Right. Were
Can't say
these
for
guys
sure.
defending themselves? Were these guys attempted robberies? I mean, they are arrested, so.
Yeah, that's true.
And they
I-
were
we're-
arrested for criminal homicide, so they're the ones that shot the other guy.
Right. According to this, right.
Right.
You're right. So there's just questions I get from this lack of information. And whenever there's a lack of information, that's when there's too much speculation. And when there's too much speculation, oh, man, it makes for friggin' verbal masturbation. All right. Just wanted to say that.
Yes.
But all right, there you go. That's all we got. That's all the information we got on this from Fox 17 WZTV. Hey, I'm on Clarksville Online. Montgomery County unemployment rate dropped slightly in December because Mary Beth left and went to Oak Grove to work.
Right.
Thanks, Mary Beth.
You're welcome.
This is all your fault.
No.
All right? Dropped slightly. Thanks.
Slightly.
You're the one that you made a drop.
that Made it unemployed.
No, isn't that freaking...
So the unemployment rate, if it dropped, doesn't mean there's more people employed in Montgomery County, or
So
am I
the-
reading that backwards?
So yes, again, it's a tough day for news writing. It really is. So I'm on Clarksville Online here, and yeah. So Montgomery County unemployment rate dropped slightly in December. So nearly every county in Tennessee ended 2022 with lower unemployment rates. Good. Get your asses to work. Right.
That's right.
Go work.
Yep.
Yeah. Go quit your jobs and find another job like Mary Beth in a different state. Thanks. Good luck with those taxes, Mary Beth.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that.
According to December 2022 data released by the Department of Labor and Workforce Development, the unemployment rate for Montgomery County in December was 3.6%. That is down 0.3% from November's 3.9%. That was also holiday hiring, by the way. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So 89 of the 90. Yeah. Yeah. Tennessee, good for you. This is what happens when you don't force your people to lock down. Just saying. You're able to keep people working and wanting to work. You don't give them that, here's your government check, just sit home. You don't give people that taste of the free crack.
Right.
Right. Because especially these kids, once they get that free crack and, I'll just sit back and get that government check. Government is God.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. I'll get off my soapbox.
My kid's got a good work ethic.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's because you raised your kid properly.
Right.
Right.
All three of them do.
Yeah, absolutely. Your kids are rock stars.
Yes, they are.
You should take them scuba diving.
I should.
You should take them scuba diving. See that segue?
Yes.
Right.
That was good.
No, ever go scuba diving?
I haven't. I need to go though.
Oh, dude. You got to talk to Water Dog Scuba and Safety. I mean, one of the best ways. We're talking about all this crazy stuff that's happening in the news. Well, one of the best ways to get away from the stress is to go underwater and explore. That's right, in the Water Dogs Scuba. They do it all year round with, I don't know, they go all over the world too. So it's a lifetime of memories with each trip, but first, you got to get certified. And that's where Water Dogs comes in. That's right, they're right here in Clarksville, Tennessee, and the Water Dogs team makes the scuba certification. Well, they make the process three things. They make it effective, fun, and Noah, what do you think the third one is?
I said safe last time. I still think that's a good answer.
Safe?
But,
Okay.
There's a fourth one, isn't there?
Yeah, and Mary Beth?
I don't know.
Just guess.
What were the first three?
Okay, well, the first three, okay, so Water Dogs makes the certification process, three things. Effective, fun, Noah says safe.
And affordable.
It is affordable. Very good. Holy, that's the first one to ever guess it.
Nice.
Very good. And affordable. Damn it. Well, go check them out. waterdogs-scuba.com. That video, that link is in this video description. Nice job, Mary Beth.
Thanks.
Look at this. They're going to Belize soon.
Nice.
Do you know where Belize is?
Yeah, somewhere south there.
And enough with the, here, Roatan, that's it. Enough with the, I Belize you. It's so stupid. It's not even the same word. There's a Z, not a V. Belize. Belize you me. All right. A team with multiple active warrants arrested for. What is it, Mary Beth, since you're on a roll?
Reckless driving.
In Montgomery County. So this teenager, who, by the way, I don't know, he must be taking collagen or something. He does not look like a teenager. Am I right?
It's the hormones in the meat these days.
Do you think it is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Monsanto's Franken vegetables, right?
Do you know how to make a hormone? You don't pay her. So,
Stop
a
it.
teenager with sorry, you get it?
Yes.
So a teenager with a warrant, this was out for possession of a firearm on school property in Montgomery County, is arrested and slapped with new charges. Do you think they literally took the charges and slapped them with it?
No.
That would be amazing.
That would
If you get okay, here's your charges.
smack.
You kind of learn your lesson before anything happens, even though it's still alleged. So Montgomery County Sheriff deputies attempted to make a traffic stop. Okay, this was on Purple Heart Parkway around 5 p.m. This was Thursday, of a vehicle that matched the description of one in recent shootings at residences in the county. What the hell's going on with people's riding today? They suck.
Yes.
You know what? It's the weekend crew. That's what it is. So the vehicle took off, but deputies attempted a second traffic stop. This was at Moore Hollow Road. This was before it crashed. So deputies, well, they retrieved one of the occupants of the vehicle, who ran into the woods. Well, he's identified as 18-year-old. Go for it, Mary Beth. Yosu,
Sounds good.
right? Because you don't see the J.
That's true.
Right. I'm Jose Padula. Right. So, yes, Josu Batista. That's a great name, though, kid. Sorry you ran into the woods, though. So, another occupant in the vehicle was released. Batista's charged with evading arrest, reckless driving, driving on a suspended license, and registration violation. He also has warrants in Mary Beth.
Florida.
Very good. Sorry, no, you'll get the non-free answers. All right.
Good.
So yeah. Why do you think he ran? Because of the registration violation and suspended license?
Yeah, he was guilty on all kinds of other stuff.
If he's a teenager, how do you have a suspended license? How old was he again?
18,
He just got the license.
right?
Like 17, you get it, right? In Tennessee?
I think you can get it at 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay, 16. You're now 18. It's already suspended? Damn.
He's a little hooligan.
Allegedly.
Alleged.
I don't know. Do they have to take driver school?
You don't have to. It lowers your insurance.
Did you guys take driving school?
When I was in high school, yeah.
We had to.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember having to take... No, did you guys have driver's ed?
I don't even think it was offered at my high school.
What?
I know.
Yeah, they don't offer it anymore.
It was a must in
Yeah.
Jersey.
Mm.
I don't know if it still is. But the best was, okay, here it is. You guys finally, in this car, okay? And the instructor is like, all right, who wants to go on the highway?
Oh, my
And
goodness.
everyone's just like, no, not yet. No, not yet. But man.
Yeah, I remember having to get on the highway for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Trying to turn the blinker on to merge.
Yes.
And I turned the windshield wipers
Yes.
on. It was
Yes.
awful. And I'm just shaking. And
Yeah,
oh.
you're trying to turn it off, you're honking, your lights are flashing, all of a sudden the hazards are on, right? Your chair is moving back. Like, what the hell's going on? No. All the while, the driver instructor's got pedals underneath his feet in the passenger
Right.
seat, right? Messing with you, just tapping, right?
Yep.
Yeah, driver's ed. I'm guessing he didn't take it. That's why he got his license suspended
right.
already. Within a year. I'm on Clarksville Chat. That's a group on Facebook started by Keith Bassett. Keith, nice guy. I like Keith a lot. Chris Childs puts a post here yesterday. What would you say? We just moved to the Sango area last year, but still aren't 100% sure exactly where Sango begins and ends. I don't think anyone knows.
Mm-mm.
Everyone just says, Sango.
Sango area.
Yes, I'm in Sango.
You could kind of define it as 37043.
Yeah, Blue Court. Fill us in.
Yeah, that's what I would say. If you're in 37043, you could say you're in Sango. If you want to get real specific about the boundaries, maybe if you're going out Highway 76, MLK Junior Parkway, and all the way out past 24, but maybe before it turns into an Adams address. I'd say that area is kind of Sango-y.
County Commissioner David Shelton. What's up, David? He says Sango is a state of mind. Seriously, though, it's not incorporated and has no boundaries. Daley Levine. I've been living in Sango since June 2001, and these are basically the boundaries. It goes as far north as Bradbury Farm Subdivision, as far east as Carmel Elementary School, which sits directly adjacent to Eastland Greens Golf Course. All right, let's see this pic here. All right, so there you go. Hopefully this helps out your answer. But yeah. I guess it's more of a phrase than an actual boundary.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, Sango. It's made up. People just want to feel important and wealthy. It's lovely. We're moving to Clarksville.
Is that your Mr. Howland?
Yes, it's lovely. We're going to go to Sango. Stupid Sango people. I'm just jealous, that's all. I don't live in Sango. I live in the ghetto.
Me too.
Yes. It's lovely. Lock your doors, please. Oh, boy. Just be nice to your neighbors so they don't rob you. That's me. Hey, everybody, how are you? Which is probably the biggest mistake.
Right.
They're like, oh, this freaking guy. No, I think my neighbors are scared of me. One, because I'm very talkative. And then when I talk, I got the accent.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they know what to make of it. Right.
They're like, who is this guy?
Who is this crazy white guy in our neighborhood? I'm just saying. Oh, we better be nice to him. I think he's crazy. Oh, and he's got guns. That's right. And he made sure we all knew he has guns.
New Jersey accent,
Right.
he's got guns.
Right.
Jeez, it's pretty scary.
Right.
It's part of the mob.
I walk out of the car in the gun case. Hi, everybody. Have a great week.
It's too nice.
I'm like, what's his name in Truman?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that
Good
Truman
morning,
movie?
Good day and good night.
Yeah, the Truman Show. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Good morning, good day, good evening. Blah blah blah. All right, let's move forward. Next one. Here we go. Did you guys see the video released on Friday? The
did
Memphis
not.
in Memphis.
I haven't seen it yet.
It looked like Memphis police members were gang members. That's what it looked like. I don't know if we can even play it on here. But national groups and officials react to the video release of Tyree Nichols, the beating. So, yeah, let's see what we got. We're on News Channel 5.
Tennessee to the video of the beating of Tyree Nichols. Brianna Hamblin joins us now with that part of the story. So what are people saying here, Brianna?
Jennifer,
Before we get into this, and again, I have no clue how she's still an anchor in 2023. I'm just saying.
Right.
She's got dirt on News Channel 5, President, Mr. Howell, okay, whatever. Yeah, she's got nudes of me, yeah. But yeah, I can't believe she's still there. All right.
Brianna Hamblin joins us now with that part of the story. So
What's up,
what are
Van? Van
people
Canuto
saying
checking
here,
in.
Brianna?
Jennifer, well, we are keeping an eye out for any local protests today, but like you said, some have already spoken out on how disgusted they are about the video and are calling for change. The Black Nashville Assembly has a meeting today at 1 where they plan to discuss what happened to Tyree, and they're calling for an end to police violence. The group posted a list of demands, including more data transparency, an end to pretextual traffic stops, the end of
Here, listen, my friends, okay? This is Memphis. Get out of Memphis. Get out of Memphis or vote differently. Right. Local elections matter. This is what happens when you just don't care anymore. This is what happens. It becomes anarchy. That's what I saw in that video. It was not police officers who sworn. They rose their right hands to protect the Constitution and defend its people under that law. I did not see that in that video. Sure, I didn't see the body cam footage, the dash cam footage of what led up to the pulling over, the reckless driving that Tyree Nichols was allegedly doing. Sure, I'm sure this guy broke the law. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he ran. You had him. I don't even want to play it. I don't even want to play it. If you want to see it, go to my Twitter, at Joe Padula on Twitter. I have the body cam footage and the surveillance footage synced up with the audio so you could see it. But, yeah, I don't want to play this here. All right. All right, so, yeah, so those cops, by the way, They were, the 5 were arrested. They were first fired, and then they were arrested on Friday before they released the footage. And even Memphis police knew how bad this footage was going to look. And they were saying, listen, this is going to be bad. Like, remember George Floyd? That's nothing in comparison
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean? And we can get into that whole debate in a moment. Ah, yes, the VFW post, 48.95. Howard Smiley Johnson membership. Very cool. Love me some VFW, brothers and sisters. Yeah, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Yes, Chris Early check in. What's up, Chris? How you doing, brother? All right, so here we go. Moving forward. Yeah. Again, if you, we'll talk. We talked more about this. We'll talk more about this in the afternoon show. By the way, the afternoon's more of the national discussion,
Right.
And that's where this lies under. All right. So drivers doing donuts keep the Metro Nashville Police Department Street Racer Enforcement Initiative busy. I didn't even know they have a street racer enforcement. That sounds like a great cop job. Yo, what do you do? I'm a cop. Oh, what do you cop? Yeah, people who do donuts.
I thought cops like donuts. But
Right.
Yeah, they shouldn't have used the word donuts in here. Like, Fox 17 knew what they were doing. All right, so this weekend's street racer enforcement continues. This was as a 21-year-old. Yes, Noah?
I wanted to do the last one. I don't know if I can do this one. Yeah. Hijazi Boranisa.
I think he got it. Of Lebanon is issued a misdemeanor citation for aggravated reckless driving. Misdemeanor citation for aggravated reckless driving? What makes it aggravated? Was he upset? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did he get pulled over and like, oh, man. Oh, well, now
Maybe
it's
it was
aggravated.
because the cops were aggravated.
Yes. Maybe that's how it works. Aggravated reckless driving. This was Saturday night, Metro Police, according to Metro Police. According to the police, he was seen doing burnouts. Yeah. In Woodmont Hills Church parking lot. Jesus Christ.
He's got to have some money.
wonder-
Tires aren't cheap.
Yeah. You better make a donation.
My sister has a similar story.
What? Going to church parking lots and doing donuts?
Yes.
Why?
She was 17.
No, she better genuflect, all right? All
That's right.
That's what
She
it's
didn't get
called,
caught,
genuflect.
Gotcha.
Right. Oh, she didn't get caught.
Or maybe she did. I don't know.
No, now
She
you.
didn't get in trouble, whatever happened.
Well, now you didn't report. You knew about the breaking of the law, and you didn't report it.
So now I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Call the cops. Police department also reports that they had to disperse a few hundred vehicles that had
wow.
gathered. All at the church? Nice. Maybe it was donuts for Jesus or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Sponsored by the church.
Yeah. Burnouts for Christ. Who knows? Maybe this was a big church event at 2 a.m. So, Nashville there. What's up, Chris Early? Chris Early goes, meaning that either it was not his first time or that there were others that could get hurt, aggravated. Thank you, Chris Early. So an uptick in reckless activity of Nashville roadways prompted the Metro Nashville Police Department traffic officers to create the Street Racer Enforcement Initiative, also known as the STRAIF. Right? What would that be as an acronym? Street Racer, SREI, STRI, the STRI, to manage these nuisances. They're calling them nuisances. And they have been deployed to much activity. So, the MNPD reports a total of 24 traffic stops during their initiative Friday night, which resulted in 19 violations and 5 warnings. That was all Friday night? Mm-hmm. Busy. That's a lot of paperwork for the SRI. So, one of them, 21-year-old Austin Horner of Hohenwald, this poor kid, who was charged with aggravated reckless driving after police said he had been spotted doing donuts in parking lots on Logistics Way. Yeah, also 19-year-old. Go for it, Mayor Beth.
Mateo Vallejo.
Vallejo.
Is it? But there's 2 L's, so it's
Vallejo.
Vallejo.
That's a good point. That is Vallejo. Right. I guess. Allegedly. Of Nashville. Is issued a misdemeanor citation for aggravated reckless driving for the donuts in the parking lot. So everyone's doing donuts? Is that the thing? Well, we used to do it as kids. But man, I'll tell you, rubbers are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 people were reportedly hanging out at the truck at the time as well. Okay. Oh, they were hanging out of the truck. That's the fun one.
Right?
We used to go on top of the roof and hang on
That's terrible.
and speed and try and knock them off. That was the game. Right. It was
Brilliant.
so much fun. It was.
That was before the.
That was before
What?
Facebook Live, thank God.
I was gonna say, what's the acronym we came up with for the?
The Shry.
That's right. Yeah. The Shry would have gotten you.
Oh, the Shry would have loved us. Well, we watched the movie called Teen Wolf, okay, where the song Surfing USA was played, and Styles would get on top of a van driven by a teenage boy who turns into a wolf. This is a documentary, by the way. And yeah, he would go surfing on top of the van as Scott. Yeah, Scott was driving, Styles was up top, right? And Scott liked Boof, by the way. Yeah, Scott had a thing for Boof, but thought he really liked the blonde, but at the end, really liked Boof. Okay, I won't spoil it. Watch the movie. Watch the documentary Teen Wolf. All right, next story. Yeah. What did we just... Clarksville, Tennessee just got named again, something in the realty world. Did you guys hear about this?
Did not.
Like, when it comes to buying or moving or selling a house, Clarksville's the place to be in America.
I agree with that.
It really is. And I got to tell you, I mean, if you're going to do it, if you're going to make that, whether it's buying a house, selling a house, renting, property management, Blue Cord Realty. That's right. That's who you want. You need them. Because it's very complicated, especially today, this housing market. And actually, Blue Cord Realty is your one-stop shop. They'll close that deal for you. You got a great team over there, led by Bill and Kelly Kelly. Noah's over there.
I'm there.
He does great things. Sammy's still over there?
She sure is. Yeah, we all just closed this house a few days ago. It's a beautiful house.
I'm telling you, what you guys are doing over there is really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Blue Cord Realty Clarksville.com. That link is in this video description. And again, if you're looking to buy, sell, property manage, anything, you talk to Blue Cord Realty. They'll take care of you. And they'll give you some cookies and cupcakes. Right. Those do look good. Yeah. Yo, Kelly can cook.
Uh-huh. Sure can.
I know.
She's a lady of many talents. Cooking, selling real estate.
I know.
She's great at both.
Putting up with Bill. she's pretty. I love Bill. Bill's my favorite. I love Bill.
Bill's great.
All right. Yeah, Blue Cord Realty Clarksville.com. And again, like them on Facebook and Instagram. And their link is in this video description. Poor Bill. All right. Do we got ice coming?
Oh, looks like.
Van Canudo. Cops going after donut makers. Van. Yo, we can't deal with ice here. This morning, I had a guy riding my tail. In the afternoons, I would say he was riding my ass, but it's the morning, so I won't.
That's good.
All right, Pastor Mark, that was for you. Did I still say it, though? Yeah.
It doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This area cannot deal with ice. They think, I'm sorry, it's not all of you. Some of you are great drivers out there, and I respect you, and I'm learning from you. I really am. But some of you, you think four-wheel drive means like ice? Right. Zambonis don't go fast for a reason in the NHL. When they're shaving this ice and cleaning the ice, They go 2 miles an hour for a reason.
Those people didn't have driver's ed in high school.
Yeah, that's right.
right.
They're getting license suspended after they're on the road day one. Give me that. Give me that. What are you doing? Let's see what we got.
Concerns overnight tonight and then again Tuesday into Wednesday morning. That's why the National
She is a busty little woman, isn't she? Sorry, my bad.
Weather Service has issued.
Sorry, Pastor Mark.
Weather alert.
We could have some serious icing concerns overnight tonight and then again Tuesday into Wednesday morning. That's why the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for everyone shaded in this light purple shade that includes.
We're in that purple shade, huh?
Look at that.
Purple shade, purple shade. Sorry. Do you think this belt is necessary or just the?
It's for looks.
It's for looks, right? I think it would look better not there. Right. Sorry, I'm not here to judge. I have a thing for news reporters and anchors. I just got a thing. It started off with a thing for weather girls, and
Yes.
it's just grown into everyone on the news.
Waynesboro to
Except-
Columbia,
oh, yeah, except
to
for that
Nashville,
one.
to Lafayette, to Scottsville, north and west, traveling not advised beginning tonight through early Tuesday morning. And then we have a ice storm warning for Benton, Decatur, Carroll, and Henry counties, where they could be picking up close to a half an inch of ice. We're looking at a
Hey, you
major
know
ice
what?
event across the
She doesn't have a ring on her finger. Did you notice that? I mean, I wasn't paying attention or anything,
You know, you weren't.
but
were you?
I don't think.
Paying more attention. What?
Yeah. Ice what?
state. It's
see.
warning for
See if you
Benton,
can see a
Decatur,
ring on that
Carroll,
finger.
and Henry counties, where they could be picking up close to a
Chris, early, an inch and a half of snow. I better get my milk sandwich supplies. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Why?
Sandwich.
Why does everyone go and get the eggs, the milk, the bread? Right?
They might not get eggs this time. Too expensive
That's
for
right.
them.
Yo, enough. Enough. I know what you're doing to us. Enough. It is the ingredients for
French
French
toast.
toast, right?
Yeah,
Maybe we just love French toast.
that's right. On an icy morning.
So stupid.
a half an inch of ice. We're looking at a major ice event across
I
the
don't know, Judge. I
mid-state
think she does have a
into
ring on her
southern
finger.
Kentucky near the Tennessee River.
does.
West.
Oh, is
That's the
she?
highest total
Yeah, right there.
No.
Oh, that's
No.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
of ice will accumulate. Or
We're
at least
looking
that's
for
what
this
models
hand.
are suggesting for right now.
No.
Oh,
East
she
of the
does.
Tennessee
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she
accumulate,
does.
or at least that's what models
Where?
are suggesting.
On this hand?
Uh-huh.
I don't see a ring anywhere.
It's on the ring finger.
No, it's not. You're telling me right there. Am I blind?
Yes.
No.
Suggesting for
You're
right now.
distracted.
East of the Tennessee River to about I-65, we're expecting a light glaze up to
Oh my
Donut.
goodness.
Donut.
Pastor Mark is
Pastor.
one
Sorry,
tenth of
Pastor.
an
Look, there is no
There-
ring.
there
It's
is.
right
There is no ring right there.
Oh, no,
It's
hold
on
on.
her
Hold on, hold on,
pinky.
hold on.
That's a pinky ring.
Okay,
It's
now
on
he's
her
right. He's right.
pinky.
He's
I'm
right.
telling you.
Okay.
You weren't
What's her name? I'm going to stalk her.
distracted.
I'm going to follow her on Instagram.
inch. Even then, that can create some serious issues on the roads, bridges, overpasses. It can accumulate on
I bet she's
power
fun
lines
out on a
and, of
date. I
course,
really- I
trees,
bet.
Which could then lead to power outages and trees falling. Areas within this.
You think, like, you talk about weather with her on a date? You know what I mean?
She's probably sick of talking about
Right.
weather.
You're like,
but
oh,
isn't-
so it's so nice. And you're like, stop because you don't want to.
Right.
Oh, it's so How are you? Right.
Some freezing rain happening from
There
Paris
goes the small
to Dover
talk.
to
Yeah.
Huntersville, up through
Yeah, there's no breaking the
freezing
ice.
is indicated by the blue line.
Sorry.
Temperatures will be sitting at freezing or just below it, just north of that, and that's where you're going to see that switch over happening. If you're in the upper 30s and low to mid 40s,
I bet she's like
overnight,
4'8".
you're just gonna be dealing with a good old cold
Right?
rain. That continues into Tuesday.
Like, she comes on, the
Rain,
camera
and we'll
guy's
see
like,
it breaking
"Ah,
at Tuesday
damn it."
afternoon before
Starts
early
cranking
Tuesday
low.
morning. Another round of some
Not that there's
ice
like a
comes
button
in.
or
Again,
anything.
this one could be packing a punch late Tuesday into early Wednesday morning. So 2 different rounds you need to stay.
She
weather
does
alert
have some,
for. This is through 11 o'clock tomorrow
backside?
morning. 2/10 of an inch, and then adding
I'm being nice here.
of that could add another 2/10 of an inch to
No comment
get
about
totals
adding
closer
inches.
to a half an inch of ice along and west
He's
of
on a roll.
I-65.
Pastor's gonna
And
get
even
you.
east of 65,
Yes.
you're still going to be
Pastor, I'm just kidding. I
in
just
with
kid.
the freezing
I
rain.
kid.
The reason freezing rain is a concern is it's that warm air.
Hey, I
aloft
think
causes
Jesus
that
had a
ice
great sense
crystals
of
to
humor,
melt, and then
right?
it freezes on contact, which you may think, oh, this is
Well,
just rain, and
probably
this
a
is all
little
I'm dealing
different
with all
than
morning.
yours.
But over time,
I don't
you'll
think
notice
so.
your windshield start to get
I bet
covered in
Jesus
ice.
was
the
like,
roads will get icy.
knock, knock.
So just take it easy.
I bet Jesus
See a
wasn't
little
like,
bit
aren't you
better.
glad I didn't say banana knock, knock?
And cause slick spots as well.
But more
The
like,
bottom line is overnight
never
tonight
mind.
into early
I'm not.
Tuesday, and then
I love me,
overnight
Jesus.
Tuesday into
I do
Wednesday,
Bible study with
we
Pastor
just
Mark
get
every
over.
Wednesday at the cigar
The other
show.
issue this
Nice.
morning
Yeah.
coming from dense fog. I mean, visibility has dropped significantly across the whole state. Low beams, low speeds. We were also watching some very
Yeah,
light patchy rain.
Chris earlier makes a good point. Can't get eggs. They are not enough armed guards around. They are pricey. All right, so yeah. Hey, if there's ice, please be careful. Please. And stop tailgating people in random Cadillacs on Wilma Rudolph Boulevard. Please. Thank you. And stop keying them, too. Sorry. Okay. Stop tailing them and keying them, please. All right, so, yeah, we already talked about this. We'll bring this up in the afternoon, Tyree Nichols, right? This is a sad one, too. So, what was that? Was that 3 years ago already? So, the nurse who was driving to work allegedly cut off somebody, and this was on I-440. Well, that somebody, there was two people in the car, and they pulled out the guns and shot her there on the highway.
Yeah.
They hit an artery. She died in like seconds. So the car is like trailed off to the side there, and she died right there. The nurse. And it's interesting because it wasn't like immediately cops were there and everything. Took time. Hey, there's someone slumped over
Right.
in their car. Can you take a look? So finally they get out there and boom. So there's two guys in the car. Well, they go home and they tell like someone that lives in their apartment complex, might even be their roommate or something, hide these guns. Did you hear about the nurse on the news? Yeah. Well, that guy goes like this. Yeah. Listen, I got the guns, but that's only because they did this. So cops, here's what happened. So the guy rats him out. Smart move on his part, by the way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They eventually find out who did it. They take the guy who's hiding the guns, too, with them. They're like, oh,
no.
like I said to you earlier, Mary Beth, oh, your sister was doing donuts in the parking lot, and you knew and didn't report the crime? You're now involved.
Yeah, but that guy did report the crime.
That's right, so he's good.
Okay.
Right, I think. Let's find out. Here's WKRN on the nurse murder trial.
Testimony in the murder of nurse Caitlin Kaufman. The 26-year-old was shot while driving to work along I-440 in December of 2020. News 2's Nikki McGee joins us more on the shocking.
No, that's not her name. Her name is not Snicky McGee. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pause the story. This is very important. Her name is not Snicky McGee.
Testimony we heard from her. 2020. News 2's Nikki McGee joins us more on the shocking testimony we heard from her
can't be real.
accused killer in court today.
Oh,
Yeah, Kinleyville 23-year-old Devontae Hill made the decision to take
get closer.
the stand
down,
today.
Joe.
No,
And
I'm
when
trying to see if the details are reported properly.
Okay.
he didn't beat around the bush. He admitted that he
Shocking testimony we heard from her
No
accused
comment.
killer in court today.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kinleyville 23-year-old Devontae Hill made the decision to take the stand today, and when he didn't beat around the bush. He admitted that he did in fact pull the trigger and says he wasn't thinking clearly at
No ring.
No ring.
No ring for Snicky McGee. I don't know. Could you imagine? You're on a date. Hi, Snicky. I couldn't. Yes, hi. Yes. Oh, great to see you, Mr. Mayor. How are you? Yes, this is Snicky. I can't. Do you know what I mean? Right. I would have to be like, listen, we're going to have to call you something different. It's too close to Snooky. All right?
Snickers.
I'm sorry. You're right. How about, we'll just call you Sarah? Can we call you Sarah?
There you
Just
go.
we'll just make up a name. Right. Sorry. Back to Snicky McGee.
the time.
you decided that you were going to pull that trigger and pull it again and pull it again.
All of a sudden now he's Muslim.
Yeah.
Right. Right, now he's Muslim. Right. Now that he's on the stand, right?
Right.
Right.
And
Noah, if you had to pick a religion to be because you're in court for murder, what religion would you pick?
I don't know, but I'd probably try to button my top button if I was wearing a tie.
You know what? That's a good point, too.
I don't know if he's got that button.
Maybe that's Muslim tradition.
Could be.
Could be, right.
pull it again. You decided to do that.
I just reacted. I wasn't thinking about anything.
Devontae Hill admitting multiple times in court on Saturday he, and he alone, fired the gun out of his cousin's car. But beyond that, he claims things are a blur.
I did not know I hit her car 6 times at that moment.
Because you were just firing over and over and over again.
Hill and his cousin, 30-year-old James Cowan, were on.
This guy, James Cowan, was falling asleep in court the other day.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was dozing off. You know what I mean? See, that's why I love, like, in Tennessee, you know, and you see court cases where there's drawings
Right.
and not video, right? Well, some states have it where they don't allow video recording equipment in, which I don't get whatsoever. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Right, that don't make no sense. Sorry.
On their way to pick up Cowan's girlfriend when Hill says the two were cut off by a car. Hill says Cowan slammed on the brakes and he reached for a firearm sitting in his lap.
What were you trying to do?
I couldn't tell you what I was trying to do.
Hill says rage took over and he did cocaine and popped a Xanax before getting in the car. After the fact, he went home and searched Nashville shootings. But he wouldn't know the impact of his actions until hours later.
I was actually...
Listen, I know we're deep in the story now, but if Snicky McGee doesn't drop that fake broadcasting dialect, we're never going out.
No.
Ever. Okay? Like, just listen here. Look.
In the
This is
car.
what I'm talking about.
After the fact, he went home and searched Nashville shootings. But he wouldn't know the impact of his actions until hours later.
I was
You see what I
actually in
mean?
the car with someone and
Yeah,
they had
yeah.
seen
You know what I
my
mean?
social
Like, imagine
media
you're
post.
on a date, you're right? Yes, I like to order a New York strip and then broccoli as the side. I would throw my drink on her. I would literally take my napkin off my lap and slap her with it. I'm not hitting her. My napkin is. That's the law. I don't think that's the law.
I don't think so.
It's
I
just
don't
like
think you can
a
get away with
news
that.
clip of a nurse being killed. So when
Yeah,
I seen that,
right, Chris.
I
The
quit
old
talking to the
cocaine
people I was
defense.
with, and I just left and went in the house, and the panic came back, and I was searching again.
Hill admits that he ended up trading
sorry.
the gun with a friend, hoping to get rid of the murder weapon. He also admits to lying to police, trying to protect his cousin who was driving.
Maybe he was driving, but he didn't do anything wrong. I did all the crime myself. He didn't tell me to do it.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe the driver was driving,
Right.
but he's part of it now. And not for nothing.
Yeah.
The driver, his cousin, sleepyhead, right? Didn't drive him right to the cops.
Right.
And I get why. They're family. I get it. But would you, if your cousin, you're driving, your cocained up cousin just pulls out a gun and starts shooting at someone, would you drive your cousin to the cops? Would you drive your cousin to the cops? Snicky. What, would you?
Well, I mean, if he's on drugs and
Yeah.
didn't use all his rounds, I don't know. I might just.
But also, that cousin has a gun in their hand,
Exactly.
and you're in the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, it's not like when you're. Yeah, it's like taking the dog out to the woods to, you know, good luck. All of a sudden, the dog realizes, like, this ain't the way home. Right?
Exactly.
The cousin goes, this ain't the way home. Yeah, that's a tough situation. And also, it depends on which cousin would I. Right. Some cousins, I'd be like, oh, we're definitely going to cops.
Right.
Other cousins are like, let's go grab a beer.
Well, and if the driver was also on cocaine and Xanax, and
Yeah.
who knows?
I would have driven to my local mosque
Yes.
with this guy. This is all for show, I'm sure.
He didn't help me do it. I done this on my own.
He'll continue to assert his
That's the guy who fell asleep. That's the driver.
loyalties to family, also adding he has 2 children. Firearms expert breaking down the shooting details consistent with the crime.
So if the person who's shooting is shooting from the passenger side of the passing car, is that consistent with the dating group?
Yes, it would be as long as their hand is out the window.
How do you cut them off? See, I don't get it. I-44, 3 lanes. If they were in this lane and they shot from this lane and shot the passenger side, I don't understand the cutting off part. How do you cut off if you're in the left lane and they're in the right lane? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. Thanks, Nikki
Court wrapped
McGee.
up shortly after lunch today, and trial will resume.
Snicky. I'll reach out to you later, Snicky. Oh, Nikki. Oh.
He said Snicky.
He did.
Yeah, he did say
put an S
Snicky.
on it, yeah.
He's trying to ruin us.
Yeah.
That guy's trying to ruin us. Who was that? Nikki McGee. Oh, I could
That
do
makes
that.
things-
Yeah.
That's better.
Snicky McGee. My bad. All right. So let's. All right. 2 saved after a car crashes in Hendersonville Pond. For the record, anyone here ever crash into a pond?
Nope.
Me neither. Let's read. So the Hendersonville. This was their first responders. They rescued 2 people from a car that plunged into the pond Friday night. Was it cold Friday night or was it nice?
I think it was fairly nice, wasn't it?
Yeah. Here, let's take a look.
After plunging into a pond. It happened Friday night when a car sideswiped another car at a red light on Center Point Road. The first car kept going, eventually falling into a pond at Monthaven Apartments. Crews say they were able to save a 50-year-old man and a 40-year-old woman. The woman initially didn't have a pulse, but is now in the hospital recovering in critical condition.
Why? Maybe from the impact?
Could be, yeah.
So, the Hendersonville first responders. Well, the incident reportedly happened on Center Point Road. This was at State Route, 386 there? So, with this being said, oh, no, that's not her. All right, so, according to the Hendersonville Fire Department, the vehicle came off the ramp, sideswiped the other vehicle, and this was at the red light, continued through the light, hit the curb, and went airborne over the bushes and into the woods. To grandmother's house we go. Well, more like the shrubs. Damn. There must have been some speed involved on this one. Right? Like, did anyone else just picture the ending of the opening scene of Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes.
Right. Sorry.
They need to get the Nashville reckless driving. What do they call that?
Yes, the Shry.
The Shry. They need to get the Shry on that.
The
in
Shrine needs to be in
Hendersonville.
Hendersonville.
They do.
They gotta stop wasting time with donuts. So when units arrived at the scene, they found the car in the pond. This was at Monthaven Apartments, with 2 people, described by officials as a woman who was about 40 years old, as well as a man who was about 50 years old, trapped inside. So after breaking the rear window to access the patients, it's interesting they call them the patients, right?
Yeah.
That's a strange way to put it. Personnel found the woman restrained in her seat, so they cut the seatbelt and brought her out. Since she was breathless and pulseless, crew said they immediately started performing CPR. You know, you can get CPR trained at Water Dog Scuba and Safety, by the way.
Very nice.
Yeah, waterdogs-scuba.com. So, meanwhile, another rescuer. The Rescuers. Great movies. And The Rescuers Down Under.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, where they go to Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And George C. Scott is the bad guy. He does a voiceover for the bad guy. Yeah.
What's the one where they go to Louisiana in the swamps? Is that Rescuers?
Yes, that's
they
Rescuers
got
Down
Albatross
Under.
Air.
Yeah, Albatross, yeah. That's
Yes.
Albatross. All right, so, anyway. All right, so this woman's not breathing at the moment. Sorry we were talking about a cartoon, but that's where we go. So they went back in the pond to bring the man to the shore for treatment. By this point, members of Hendersonville Police Department and Sumner County EMS had arrived at the scene. Wow. So first responders immediately transported the woman to Hendersonville Hospital, but officials said that they kept the man in the ambulance. I don't know why, but you got to make it somewhat dramatic. At the scene, so they could continue treating him, as well as find out what the hell went down, or whether anyone else was in the vehicle. Now, according to the fire department, the man said this. Leave me the fuck alone. No, actually, it was, quote, "There's one more in the car." However, when the unit searched the car, they didn't find anybody. He was probably talking about the woman, right?
Yeah.
He had to have been, right? Now, in order to make sure that nobody else was involved in the crash, the Hendersonville officials said that they contacted the Nashville Fire Department in order to use their handheld sonar to scan the pond. It's been a dirty pond, I guess, huh? Was this a big pond? Hey, how about a picture of the pond and not somebody doing yoga? Sorry. So, however, when the unit searched the car, we read that part. Okay, but, yep, so they used the sonar to scan the pond. Now, which ended around 11 p.m. on Friday, January 27th. Still did not uncover anyone else. As for the people who were rescued from the car, the fire department said that the woman regained a pulse and is in critical condition. But the man is in non-critical condition because that's sexist. Meanwhile, the people in the vehicle that were sideswiped were reportedly not injured. So, yeah. Due to the traffic heroics, yeah. Everyone's, all right, so good. Good luck, ma'am. Good luck, ma'am. All right. You know what that lady needs when she's, like, back on her feet? She needs a beer.
Yes.
Well, we should take her to Tennessee Valley Brewing Company. Do you think the woman was driving or not driving? That's probably why they got into an accident.
Stop it.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
Stop it.
I think the man was driving the way I read it, but...
No, you're just saying that because Mary Beth is here. I bet she was driving.
Hey.
She probably caused the whole thing. So, I'll tell you what, though. Tennessee Valley Brewing Company. TVBC. Mary Beth, you got that mug there? Yeah. That's last year's mug, but you can get a mug this year. That's right. Tennessee Valley Brewing Company is Clarksville, Tennessee's first nano brewery. You know, you got microbreweries?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they are Clarksville's first nano brewery. It's a tough one to say, brewery.
Brewery.
Yeah, how do you say it?
Brewery.
Brewery.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, how do you say the second month of the year?
No.
How do you say it?
No.
How do you say it?
I say February, but it's I spell it February.
Yeah, February.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. That's how you say it. It's February. It's 2 R's. It's not a silent R. But anyway, the first nano brewery, stupid word, serving quality beer in a damn good time atmosphere. Yeah, go see Wendy and Eric, okay, and check out their award-winning selection of brews on tap. And, yeah, see for yourself. 2088 Lowe's Drive, Clarksville, Tennessee. It's over by the that China King over there, by the Lowe's there. Yeah, there's the new mugs. Also, they have now liquor and wine and food. Yeah, they make their own pizzas. They're pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good. Yeah, great people. And they got all these events during the week. They got karaoke. They got live music. They bring in comedians. And also, they have the award-winning R-rated trivia on Tuesday nights at Tennessee Valley Brewing Company.
It can't be that good.
Oh, it's good. It's a game show. And you're the contestant. Come on out. Leave the kids. All right, bring the team. All right. Yeah, it's Tennessee Valley Brewing Company. Go check them out, like them, follow them. That link is in this video description. Absolutely. All right, my friends. Let's see what we got. We got firefighters sucked into a storm drain, swept to sea. Oh, Honolulu? This has nothing to do with us.
Reminds.
I was going to say, how the hell did this happen? We don't have many seas here. Do you guys want to see this?
Sure.
All right, let's see what this story is. Because I got it from WSMV, Channel 4 Nashville. That makes sense why I've never seen Stephanie Loom before.
Swept into a storm drain during today's heavy rain.
We're told he's still in critical condition after traveling about 800 feet in an underground pipe to a Kihei shoreline. New information here tonight.
Yeah, vet. Yeah. Now you got my attention. See, this is how you broadcast news. Okay? You bring a vet around to be in your B-roll shot.
There you go.
Yeah.
Spokesperson says the firefighter was with a public works crew clearing out a 4-foot wide storm drain near Waiapo Street when he got sucked in. Those county workers helped save his life.
Wow.
There were crews from our county public works there as well who were able to provide quick information.
All right. This has nothing to do with local. But if you want to find out more, go to WSMV's website. Let me just say, look at Lumi here again.
On what the path was for the drain.
That's not meant to be. All right. Audio footage of deadly officer involved shooting released. Okay. Is this even Tennessee?
After this, an officer
Yes,
involved
North
shooting
Nashville.
in North Nashville. Right now, and breaking this hour, we have this body camera footage. We're showing it to you as we speak.
Yeah, Metro Nashville released about 15 minutes of footage. We've looked at it, reviewed it, and edited parts of it, but the full video is in the WSMV4 News app right now. It shows, as you can see, a deadly encounter near businesses there on Buchanan Street just before 7 o'clock last night.
All right, our WSMV4's Joylyn Bukovac is in.
Exercise your Second Amendment right. I highly recommend, in these days, and most days, that you do have a piece of protection equipment on you, safely and well trained on and trained in. Protect yourself.
In North Nashville for us right now. Good morning, Joylyn. All right, so walk us through the video this morning.
Well, TBI, they're conducting a...
Look at those lips. I'm sorry. We're going to get to the story, but look at those lips. Is that injection? You think those are natural lips?
They don't look very natural, but...
Like, let me tell you something. Batman, the Joker, when Jack Nicholson played him, remember?
Yes.
Right. That's what I say.
full investigation right now, and like you said, Metro Nashville.
And she has a ring. It's a little high on the finger, which means, okay, I took a psych class. Whenever a woman wears a ring this high on the finger, that means she wants to take it off.
That's what they told you in your psych class?
Okay, that's what they told me, yeah.
Police,
I paid $50 for that.
Released the surveillance footage and the body camera footage as well, but before we show you that video, we must warn you,
she wants
it
that
is
ring
graphic. Investigators say this happened around
I'll take it off for you, honey.
6:40 Sunday evening.
Those are great nails she has, too. Look at the color. The lips and the nails. Yeah, that ring's got to come off, though.
Officer Dylan Ramos
Sorry.
responded to a call of a man yelling in the street, waving a gun. This happened in the 900 block of Buchanan Street between 9th and 10th Avenue North. In the body camera video, you can hear Ramos, you can see Ramos approach the man, and then you can hear him yelling, drop the gun twice before shooting the man. Metro Police say the man turned towards Ramos in a, quote, threatening way, and before
Do you see him? If I was the officer, I would have shot right at that point when the hands start to come up. And I would have been, I don't know, they probably would have had protests and he blah, blah, blah. It is a tough job to be a cop. And a cop's worst enemy is not this guy. What do you think it is? A cop's worst enemy?
It's the media.
No.
No?
It's a bad cop.
Oh, well, yeah.
A bad cop.
Just like the...
Right, and that's where the media jumps in. That's where these bad guys. Because of bad, like what we saw, like you said in Memphis, those bad cops now be like, oh, cops, all cops are jerks, right? Just like broadcasters. Oh, Joe's a jerk. All broadcasters are jerks. No, that's why I try not to be a jerk.
He tries.
I fail. But no, I'm a nice guy.
Ramos opened fire, you can see the man move suddenly. Investigators say the 47-year-old man was taken to the hospital where he died.
All right, why did he shoot? Why did he shoot? First of all, he's brandishing his weapon.
Yeah.
Okay? Unless you have a lawful legal right to brandish your weapon. Listen, you got to learn your laws, my friends, especially when you're in cities like Nashville, who hate your Second Amendment, by the way. But some parts anyway. Yeah. Ooh, it's tough to be a cop. It's even harder to be a good cop now today because of bad cops. Damn. Speaking of bad cops, or maybe I should say naughty cops. Oh, yeah. I can't believe this story's still going on. You know what happened down in Laverne, right? Right, everybody knows. It's interesting, too. I've heard that there are many officers now trying to be to recruit and be transferred to Laverne. But it's too late. She's gone. So are these guys. Come on, ride the train. So at WSMV, News Channel 4, obtained some transcripts of the Laverne police sex scandal interviews. All right, in a nutshell, so she and they were all having good times together, which is fine, until it happens on the clock, and yes, I said clock, okay, and during work hours in workplaces. That's when it's a problem, right?
Yes.
Because not for nothing, this is your money paying for these people of Laverne. All right, so but nonetheless, so somebody who was not involved or riding the train, I think, got a little jelly and said, yes, boss, guess what? Guess what? I think he wanted to be, the caboose maybe. I don't know. But they said, no, bro. She's a tiny little girl, too.
The guy in the middle looks kind of angry.
Yo. Her poor husband. She's married.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh. She's married. And she was asking the husband to get involved.
Oh.
To be a part of this train ride. And he's like, no. Because some of their wives were also involved.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Laverne. And they all worked the night shift together.
They must not
That-
have enough to do,
That's what happens when your town is so nice.
right?
Laverne needs to commit more crimes.
Yes, Laverne, you need to be more like Nashville. All right. Yeah, so on the night shift, gonna be some sweet sounds coming down. Oh, and the K9 unit guy, definitely doggy style, definitely. All right, so nonetheless, they get fired. She gets fired. Deja Vu, the strip club down there, offered her $10,000 to dance.
No.
Yep, twice. Well, 2 sessions, 5,000. Yep. I don't know if she took it. I bought my tickets though. So yeah, all this. The husband's like, we're gonna work this out. He wants to continue the relationship. He's a cop in a different. I think he's a sheriff deputy and somewhere else. He used to be a park ranger, right? Yogi Bear. Yeah, I'll boo you. Sorry. So, but now there's some transcripts of interviews with officers fired, suspended, or involved in some way in a shocking. All right, enough of this word news. Shocking. At least they didn't say shocker. Scandal. Never mind. You know what that is?
Investigation into the Laverne police sex scandal continues tonight with a closer look at just how many officers knew of or heard something was going on there. On Friday, we broke the details surrounding exactly what the internal investigation revealed.
Well, we'll get into this in just a moment, but I want to go back a couple stories. Chris Early makes a good point. The woman may have not been breathing already. Remember the pond?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why there was such speed and hitting the curb and launching. Maybe she was passed out and the driver. See, women drivers, once again, passing out on the job.
What?
No, I hope she's okay. But Chris Early, good point. Sorry. All right, back to the night shift.
WSMV4's Brendan Tierney is here for us with more on what we've uncovered in that.
We've combed through nearly 4.
You know what Laverne means in French? The vagina. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't? No?
Pages of
No way.
transcripts
Are you sure?
from the
No, I'm not
interviews
sure,
with
but I don't-
officers
I
in
don't
connection
believe that
to
right
the
now.
All right. Sorry, no,
investigation.
sorry.
Multiple interviews revealed details of rumored relations.
This guy's voice. Again. I'm sorry to keep sopping. But here's my issue. I went to school with these people. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Right. And I was sitting in the back of class. I'm like, no, I don't want to sound like this. No. Oh, traffic and weather, top of the hour. No. Traffic and weather, top of the hour. Here it is, okay? It's going to be raining. I'll tell you what, get the app, leave me alone. There, boom. Have a great day. Back to the story. Right.
Ships, none of which were reported per police policy. 5 officers were fired and 3 others were suspended.
That's why he's smiling in this one. You're fired, you're fired, you're fired, fired. You're hired. Okay. Let's go. Oh, boy. I think, I don't know, one of them's the rat. It's got to be one of the ones that's just suspended, though. You know what I mean? Like, hey, guys, I want to go to the hot tub. They were doing hot tub parties and boat parties. Yeah. I know. I wish I was there.
Earlier
to
this
report
month,
on it.
After an investigation found some members of the Laverne Police Department's evening shift were having sex with each other while on duty and on city property.
Yep, on city property. They were doing it in the gyms, in the cop gym. Right. They were doing what they call what the kids call blowies. They were doing, yeah.
That's why it's important to get those spray bottles and the wipe down rags
Yeah.
when you go to the gym.
Yeah, and I bet they didn't clean up after they were done working out.
Ew.
Okay? That's against company policy.
That's just wrong.
Right. Blech. Could you imagine? Could you imagine going into work the next morning? All right, let me just pop some. Is that mayonnaise?
God. Oh, no.
Salty. That's some salty
Too
mayo.
far, Joe.
What do you mean too
Too
far?
far.
What? All right, back to the story.
Transcripts. Several officers mentioned hearing rumors of relationships between Officer Megan Hall and other officers. In the transcript, Detective Seneca Shields, who was fired after the investigation, tells the investigator, quote, "There's stuff that gets said. It doesn't mean that I know. It's just names that I've heard."
What? That's some vague talk right there, huh?
That's meaningless, yeah.
That's something like John Madden would say, right? There's stuff that gets said. It doesn't mean that I know. It's just names that I've heard. All right. Maybe it will make sense.
Later, the police chief asks him, "But you heard the rumors that Larry and Powell." Shield responds, "From rumors, yes, from rumors." Officer
Yeah, rumors. Right.
Gallico, who was suspended following the investigation.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Officer McGallico, who was...
I thought this was a face with a mouth open. That's what their cars should be like now. And here's the thing. You know, our theme for today is a good cop's worst enemy is a bad cop.
Yes.
Here's another example of it. All of this stuff hey, what happens on your time, on your dime? Sure. What happens on the people's time and the people's dime? Right. That's a crime. So, now, imagine someone gets pulled over by Laverne police, traffic stop. You don't think they're going to be laughing their ass off at this cop, whoever it is?
Right.
Because now you're like, yo, you and Megan Hall? No? Did you? Blowies? Jim? No? Right? So I do feel bad for the good cops of Laverne.
Yeah.
Because now they got to deal with that stigma and that, I don't know, that stench of a sex scandal, and they had nothing to do with it. Maybe. Allegedly.
Or did they?
Or did they? Dun, dun, dun. Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Suspended following the investigation, also tells the investigator, quote, "It just got to the point where I knew this day was coming because
Phrasing.
It was just so many people."
Oh, my God. It was just so many people.
The investigator also talks about a police handbook policy, mentioning how personnel issues are supposed to be
Hey, you want a handbook?
reported, and quote, "I'm doing all this work this week because now it's affecting work." Tomorrow morning on WSMV4 Today, I've got a closer look at the concerns surrounding
I like his stories. I don't like his broadcasting of his stories.
one officer's mental health, and when officers finally mention those concerns to leadership. You can find all of our investigations into the Laverne sex scandal right now on the WSMV4 app.
How many times is this guy going to blink? Yeah, let's, in the last 30
Find
seconds,
all
let's
of our
count.
investigations into the Laverne sex scandal right now on the WSMV4 app. Brendan Tierney, WSMV4.
Maybe he's got something in his eye or something.
Guy's a blinking machine. Woo! All right. Well, there you go. My bad.
That was loud.
Yeah, that was me waking you up. Hey, so, there you go. There's some news that we covered. Blue Cord Noah. What stood out to you today, this morning, news-wise? What are you walking away with after today's conversation? This morning's
Today's conversation.
Yeah.
I need to get certified in scuba from Water Dogs.
Look at that.
Gotta
Yes.
get that done.
Yeah.
Gotta get that done.
I bet you would have fun scuba diving.
I would. I'd have a blast.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a guy who goes out and ventures out. You were just in the mountains.
Yes.
You could have scuba dived out there when you were feeding the bears.
Yep.
Right.
The underwater bears, sea bears.
Sea bears. Oh, that sounds great. I bet sea bears taste good.
They might.
Right?
Yeah.
I would eat sea bear. Mm-hmm. Well, yes, again, Blue Cord Realty, okay? Go check them out. Their website link is in this video description. Good job today, brother.
Thank you.
I know it's early and everything, but it's all right.
That's right. I'm up and I'm ready to sell some real estate, help some people out.
Boom.
Blue Cord Realty, Clarksville.com.
Boom! Nailed it. Mary Beth.
Yes.
What's something that you're walking away with from today?
I should eat breakfast before I come to the early show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Are you hungry? Are you hangry?
I'm not hangry yet. but
Yeah?
I'm hungry.
Is it cramps?
What?
Is it cramps?
No.
Oh, okay. Am I not supposed to ask that?
Not on the air.
Why? It could be like runner's cramps. I did a 5K the other day. I had a cramp.
You did not.
Yes, I did. Saturday.
Nice.
What?
Yeah. Well, my church group started a running group, right?
Oh, cool.
Very cool. So we get there, and it was just 2 people. So
there you go.
My church is not healthy.
They are not runners.
So it's just the 2 of us. So when I say I ran a 5K, it was supposed to be like a race thing. But, when it's just 2 people, you're like, all right, let's do a 5K. We'll go at your pace. Right.
Yeah.
But go on. What'd you walk away with from today's show?
There's just a lot of shootings and bad things happening around.
Yeah. Well, again, we just chose stories from mainstream media sites.
Right.
And when I was being trained in journalism, I was told the phrase, if it bleeds, it leads.
Yes.
Okay? What it really comes down to is clickbait. There are some great stories out there, and I recommend yourselves highlight them on your social medias, any way that you can. Because the social media, the mainstream media, the legacy media, I just held in a burp. Were you able to hear it at all?
No.
Okay.
That was good. That's
No? Thank you.
Yeah, it's a professional holding in a burp.
Thank you. I've been practicing. So yeah, they want the stories that you're going to scroll through and say, what happened? While you're eating popcorn, okay? They look at it like you're eating popcorn. You're like, oh my God, I can't stop.
Shocking.
Right, shocking. Exactly. The word's like shocking. So yeah, and I get it because it's a business. And they got to attract advertisers. How do they do that? They go, look how many people clicked on this story. Laverne Police, shocker, shocking.
I'm missing something, but
You don't know what that is?
That's
No.
all right.
Okay, good. No one knows, right? Do you know?
I don't know nothing.
Okay. Good luck at the casino.
Thank you.
Great
Appreciate
steakhouse
that.
there, too, by the way. Garrison Oak.
Yes.
Very good steakhouse there. Yeah, talk to him. Tell him I want to do trivia back there again.
Okay.
That was fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell him to contact me.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video. And yeah, this was the local news that you need to know. We'll see you later on this afternoon with the national headlines. But until then, I'm Joe Padula. And yeah, thank you. Absolutely.